If you're a creative entrepreneur, a coach, or small business owner looking to grow your personal brand, I believe YouTube is one of the best ways to grow your audience and ultimately make more sales. Let me explain in this video, as well as share 5 practical tips that you can use right away to start on YouTube. This video is sponsored by Filter, stress-free music for all your YouTube videos. More on it later. Hi, it's Aurelius. Hope you're doing well. I want to share a quick backstory with you. Before I started posting content here on YouTube, I was trying all sorts of different things, trying to build up my personal brand. You name it, I was blogging on my own blog for an entire year, posting multiple times each and every week until I got burnt out and wasn't really seeing much results. I also started answering questions on Quora.com, a Q&A site. That only led to about 65 followers at that point, and it was really slow. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna give this up, try another platform, start creating content somewhere else. It wasn't until I started doing YouTube and doing it consistently that I started seeing results and things started to turn. Despite not seeing significant growth for a year, there was always a glimmer of hope as I was seeing views each day. Unlike other social media platforms where its users crave fresh and new content, YouTube is more evergreen. It is a search engine. Content that you create can still garner views for many years. Although I've only been posting on YouTube here for about 2 years and have gained about 66,000 subscribers, it's truly opened up doors for me and lots of new opportunities. And of course, as a result of doing all this, you'll gain a loyal following and attract new customers and clients to your business. What I want to share now are 5 practical tips to starting here on YouTube. So tip number 1 is to start with what you've got. A common question I get is, do I need professional equipment and software to start off with? The simple answer is no. One of the big mistakes that I made when I wanted to start my YouTube channel years back is that I purchased all this expensive equipment like a DSLR camera, a 3-way lighting setup with a green screen, and I failed to post videos. When I started YouTube again, I just used a spare pocket camera that I had lying around in the house that I used for traveling, so that did the job at the start. You may not have the space to record, and at home it may be a bit distracting and it may be a bit noisy. One of the things that I did was that I went to the local library and just hired one of the meeting rooms, or in this case it was a studio that they had, just a small little studio. You can look back at one of my earlier videos and you'll be able to see what that studio looks like. So I just made do with what I had and the circumstances that I was in. So really these days you can just record your videos on your smartphone, and most smartphones these days can produce high quality 1080p video. The only thing I would suggest is perhaps getting a lavalier mic or lapel mic that you can just put right here on your shirt or stick it somewhere, and that probably set you back about $30 anyway from Amazon. In terms of software, most operating systems, whether you're using a Mac or Windows system, have some sort of video editor pre-installed, so use that. Otherwise, there are free alternatives if you search online for a video editor. And worst comes to worst, these days you can actually download apps that allow you to edit your videos, so all you need really is just your smartphone. Now, one of the easiest ways to enhance the quality of your videos without sacrificing, money buying all this expensive equipment is to simply use background music. Music generates emotion and sets the mood of your video. So you can make it more suspenseful, like this track right here. Or you can make it a bit more calming, like this one here. So as you can tell, music can really be beneficial in your videos. And for music, I recommend a service called Filter. If you're looking for royalty-free music to use on your YouTube videos that's safe to use and you'll be cleared of any YouTube strikes or anything like that, Filter is what you want to use. Filter has high caliber, stress-free music you can download anywhere, anytime. I've been using Filter for a couple of my videos, including this video that you're watching right now, and all the music tracks that you've been listening to actually came from Filter. When I first went to Filter, I started playing some of the music tracks and instantly I loved the beats and the tracks, and I could, picture myself using those tracks on many of my videos. What I also love about it is that you can choose based on theme, mood, or genre. So for instance, let's go to theme, and let's say you're in the health and wellness industry. We'll click that, and as you can see, they've got categories based on different kinds of health and wellness topics. We've got breathe easy. This could fit some sort of meditation niche. They've handpicked and curated this kind of playlist so that you don't have to go and search for all these different types of tracks and to find the right ones. Let's play one of these tracks so you can get a feel for what it sounds like. Or perhaps you like a bit of hip hop and we'll play one of those tracks. What makes Filter different to all these other royalty-free music websites is that they offer a free plan. This is perfect, especially if you're just starting out, but they also have a paid plan too. So if you're just starting out and you're not really making any money yet from your YouTube channel, you can sign up for free. However, they also have their personal plan if you do plan on monetizing your channel, making money from the YouTube ads or Google AdSense. Otherwise, artists whose music is on the platform will get paid and retain their rights. So check out the description box below where I provided a link to get access to Filter so that you can use all their premium music on your YouTube videos. Now with the equipment and software topic out of the way, let's move on to the next thing, and that is how often should you post on your YouTube channel? I don't really set a rule of thumb for this, but what's worked for me is that at the beginning, I was only posting on a weekly basis, so one video a week. And when I started getting into the rhythm of things, that's when I upped it to about 2 a week. I've since scaled back to just a weekly video, and that's because I'm just prioritizing other things in my businesses. But what I suggest is to try and stay consistent with posting one video each week. In a year, that's like 52 videos. So consistency matters, but value is more important. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is what types of YouTube videos can you post? Whether you're a lawyer, digital marketer, or yoga instructor, I think educational types of videos do well. Things such as tips and how-tos and tutorials. Now that doesn't go without saying you can't do entertainment kinds of videos or inspiring kinds of videos or vlogs, things such as that. You can fuse and mix those kinds of things on your channel. But from experience, the videos that actually brought me the growth were the ones that are more so the tips and the how-tos, tutorials, you know, product reviews and comparisons. My favorite is to do kind of like a top list. So let's say top 10 platforms to use to sell your digital products, or even 20 tips on how to use Canva. Those kinds of videos have really done well for me. And again, YouTube is a search engine, and even you, when you use YouTube, you go in there and find something like how to make a cake or whatever it may be. If you want more ideas, I do have another videos where I share 20 YouTube video ideas. I'll link it up in the description box below to give you more inspiration. Moving on to the next tip, and that is once you start creating videos, I think what's important is to improve with each video that you produce and publish. Now, don't be intimidated when I say improve, because your improvement can be something as minor as, let's say, saying less or whatever filler word it is. So with each video you improve in that way, or it could be as simple as improving, let's say, the direction or where you're standing or sitting, or let's say you're too far or you were too far in your previous video. So instead, you learn from that, and for next time and for your next video to sit a bit closer. So something as minor as that. The key here is continuous improvement, or they call this the Kaizen method. And the theory goes, if you improve by 1% every day, then you'll gain 37 times better in that particular field. So it's not about getting it right and perfect at the start, but more so those small incremental tweaks that you make that'll make a huge difference. Now, the last and final tip I want to share with you is to simply be you. At the end of the day, you are trying to build your personal brand, so it's important just to be yourself. Whatever quirks or weirdness you have, don't be afraid to show it. The right people will gravitate towards you, so it's important not to pressure yourself in feeling like you need to please everyone. And I admit this is one of the big mistakes that I made when I started out. I thought I had to have all this energy and be really out there to gain the attention of viewers, but in actual fact, really it wasn't me. It's really important just to be you. So that pretty much wraps up this video. One of the things I want to share with you before I end this video is don't be discouraged if you aren't getting the views and subscribers. I know that you may have put in all this work into producing your videos and you feel like you spent hours on it, but at the end of the day, don't see it as a waste, because you are improving and you got to keep going. Most of us have experience going through this valley of disappointment where we're chugging along, we feel like we're hustling and we put in so much work and we're stuck in this valley of disappointment. It's when you actually pass that valley of disappointment where breakthroughs happen. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope this video has helped you in terms of starting a YouTube channel or perhaps rethinking YouTube as a serious strategy in your business. Give this video a like if you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one.